Hey, what's up, everyone? So, I want to talk about TCGPlayer's subscription service. Um, they had a Black Friday deal last year, and I think the last 2 years in a row, and hopefully they'll have another one this Black Friday. But basically, so for the entire Black Friday weekend, any of your purchases, they'll give you, I think it was like 10% cash back in store credit if you were a non-subscriber. But then if you were a subscriber, they would give you like 15% cash back, and you also get whatever the subscriber perk is, which if you're just like a new subscriber is just an extra 1%. So I thought it was a pretty good deal and it was a good time to try it out. I had a lot of cards I wanted to buy, and so I subscribed for that 1 month. I ended up subscribing for one more month afterwards just to see if I was going to use it more often, things like that. And I just wanted to share my thoughts on whether it's worth it, whether you should buy it if you're a avid TCG player buyer. So we're gonna go to their website and we're gonna talk about what the pros and cons and what do you get for subscribing. All right, so this is their website, and so it's $8.99 a month. It was the same price last Black Friday. No signs of them increasing it at this time, but for $8.99, what do you get? You get free track shipping. Now, this is a little bit confusing, or it could be a little bit misleading, but you get free track shipping on your, well, it says, have the confidence your direct order is authenticated by our team of experts and shipped first and free with tracking, no order minimum. So, yes, so you get, if you're ordering direct and when you purchase an order on TCG Player, it'll show you, it has like that little blue lightning bolt sign. That means you're ordering direct. So if you're a subscriber, there's no minimum, which was pretty nice. If you see something you wanted and the shipping is free, like the tracking doesn't really matter that much, but free shipping, no order minimums on anything that's direct. The only caveat is that typically direct sellers, they kind of increase their prices a little bit more on their cards because the fees that TCG Player charges the direct sellers is really high. It's like above 30 something percent per card, and it depends on the value of the card. So that was pretty good. That's probably my favorite part of the subscription service, and more so than the store credit. And I'll get into why. All right, so you get store credit and exclusive promos. So they say it's up to 3% store credit on all orders over $35. That is huge right there. You have to order more than $35, and this is $35 before like tax and stuff like that, right? So if you're buying like an expensive card, like let's say you're buying the One Ring for like $70 or whatever, yeah, you're definitely gonna hit that. Okay, and you'll get like 1 to 3%. They advertise it up to 3%, but let's talk about how you get to this 3%. You start off on 1%. Okay, on day one, like so immediately you start off at 1%, and you don't get anything more than that until you've been a subscriber for 3 months. Okay, so and even after 3 months, it's only 2%, but you have to pay $9 a month to subscribe. So you're gonna have spent $27 on subscription in order to reach the 2% back. But remember, you don't get this store credit back unless you're spending $35 or more. So you got to be spending an insane amount of money on TCG Player in order to make this worth it or even break even. And then you don't get 3% until after a year. So you would have had to have spent over $100 on your subscription just to get 3%. But really, if you think about it, like that's just to get 1% more off of what you've been getting. And so what I found in terms of getting the store credit cash back was that I often never really even hit that $35 threshold because I wasn't I'm not constantly buying really expensive cards. Sure, it was really nice during the Black Friday deal, and I bought some dual lands. They were like $200 each, and you certainly will hit that $35 threshold every time. But afterwards, when I did make purchases, but my purchases were typically like $5 here, $10 here, $12 here, maybe $20, $25, but none of them qualified for the cash back or for the store credit back because I never hit $35. And so after the second month, I was like, okay, even if I continued to subscribe for one more month and pay another $9, if I continue, I would get another percent cash back, 2% cash back. But 2%, like, it's not that much. If I'm spending $100, which is a lot of money, 2% is only $2, right? And 1% is $1, and so on and so forth. So if you're at 1%, you need to spend $900 in 1 month just to break even on the subscription. Yes, I know you get some other perks, which is why I said, like, the best perk for me when I was doing it is the free shipping for direct orders and the tracking or whatever. Like, that was the best perk. And then you get like this TCGPlayer Edge. I never used it. Just some videos by some people who like work at Channel Fireball, and they talk about various things. So that, that's what that was. Anyway, so long story short, I do not think it's worth it. I will likely do it again for one more month if they have another Black Friday event like they did last year. But other than that, it's not worth it for the average person. You've got to be spending just ridiculous amounts of money, thousands of dollars, just to break even or just to make it worth it. Anyway, let me know if any of you guys are a subscriber to TCGPlayer and what you think about it, whether you want to try it out or not. Definitely, I would recommend you take advantage of the Black Friday deal. That thing is awesome. And one thing, what that does is when they have the Black Friday deal is that it kind of, like, the month leading up to Black Friday, there's like no sales on TCGPlayer because everybody's waiting for that deal. All right, see you guys next time.